Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to Robertson's Belly Acres. Got a few different little tasks going on today. Just got done feeding the critters. Go up here and shut the water off real quick. But gonna take the bathroom door down. It's got to be trimmed a little bit so that it closes correctly. And gonna try to get a door framed in for Rachel and I's bedroom today. Okay, I've already got the bathroom door pulled down, you guys. I did that early this morning before I started doing chores out here, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it carried out and we'll get some measuring done and see if we can get that sucker to fit right. I know I got to do a little bit of reinforcement behind the door frame for the door to hang right, but that's all little stuff that we can handle. So let's go make this happen. Okay guys, like I said, I already got the door taken down, but we got to go in here. There's nothing up here at this hinge point for those screws to go into, so we're going to add a 1x in there and get that side of the frame straightened out. We also have an issue right here, the way that this wall is put up, or this side of the frame is put up. They go all the way down, everything's looking good. You get to the bottom and they kick the bottom out for some reason with a shim. I don't know why they decided to shim that like that, unless that's the way their old door was cut, but I don't think so because it was a hollow door. We are utilizing these doors that we got from the donor house, or trying to make it so that all the doors in the house match. So let's go ahead and get this door carried outside. I've already got the sawhorses set up. I come in here, take some measurements and do some adjusting on the frame before we start cutting the door. But we'll go ahead and work on this first and make this happen. Okay guys, so like I said, we're going to do some measurements. We're going to measure here, we're going to measure across the top, the middle, and the bottom. That way we can make sure our measurements will get this doorway as even and square as we can. That is not close to square. But at this point, it is what it is. Not a whole lot of adjustment we can make. I can take this block out. Take this block out and try to pull that in, because right now what I'm looking at, my measurements at the top, I've got 24 1/8. Go roughly the center. From a 23 5/8. Down here at the bottom, we're setting at 23 and can't see it. About 23 3/8 looks like. 23 5/8. So once we get to here, we're pretty even. We're going to go right here at the catch. Let's check the inside as well, just to make sure. See right here, we're at 24. 23 and 24. Let's go down here. 23 7/8. And 24 1/16. So down here at the bottom, we're setting at 23 7/8. So I got to take that 1/8 inch out, and I'm pretty sure we take that bottom shim out of there. That'll help us come up with our 1/8 inch. All right, we got that shim out of there, so let's get this tap back over there where it probably belongs. See what that does for our measurement. Heck yeah. See, that's all it was, you guys. That shim was holding us out of square. That's got us right back at 24. Let's measure this one. Measuring here, and that says 23 and 7/8. So if I cut that door at 23 and 3/4, that should give us a good door to go in there, which won't be much off that door at all. But let's get a height measurement. I know that we got to trim probably 1/4 inch off the floor and maybe about 1/4 inch off the top of the door. As you can see right here, that door was catching right there the way it was hung before, and it wouldn't go closed. So let's go ahead and get that trimmed up, and we'll be back in here to hang it up and see what happens. Okay, so we got the door set up there. It's just resting on the floor right now. It's got to be raised up, and that way that top gap will be closed in. But here's the issue, guys. You can see the line right there. You can see daylight through it. That's real good till we get right down here, right there at the latch mechanism. So we're going to have to do a little bit of tweaking right there. Looks like there's a little bit of a gap right there. I might be able to pull that in just enough with a screw to make it fit. I'm going to go ahead and put my hinges back on. I took those off prematurely. I thought I was going to have to trim the door's width, but I didn't. I was able to leave the width alone. It's just the height that we need to work on. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that, get a screw, and we'll try to pull that in just that hair, see if we can make this door dry fit. Okay guys, that pulled in just that hair that we were needing, I think. Go ahead and get this door kind of slid where it needs to be. Hey, that's a good snug fit. I'm going to go ahead and put my hinges back on, get this door hung up there, and see what it looks like. Okay, I almost forgot. I got to cut a 1x. See if we can get something in there. I don't think a 1x will fit, but we're going to try something, see if we can figure out something to kind of beef that up just a little bit. I may just have to use some drywall screws that are short enough to grab it there. Okay guys, so after going out and getting a piece of 1x, that was too thick to fit in there, which I was afraid it was going to be. I do not have any door shims. What I did find is a piece of old floor trim. And yeah, it's the right size to fit up in there thickness wise, but I've got a couple little stobs sticking out there where the screws have gone through the wood. I'm going to reach up in there with my nail bar and knock those off. Get this slid in place. Actually, don't even need to do that. Got that in there. A good solid piece for that door to screw to that. And that way we're not just trying to rely on this little piece of wood right here. We'll get some decent screws put in there and get this door hung back up. All right, you guys, let's check it out. It still drags just a little bit on the bottom. I'm going to try to put another screw down there in the bottom, pull that in, and we'll try this again. Okay, let's check this out. Okay guys, there's a gap up there at the top, but that's because that door frame was not level and I didn't want to cut my door crooked. Let's see, that door is closed all the way. We got that little gap under the bottom, so we're not dragging the floor. But there you have it. It's a little snug. I got to do a little bit of sanding on that door. It's snug because of the paint, and we have to move the striker plate that way and re-notch it down here so that doorknob will catch on that door frame. Okay, I got the striker plate adjusted, the door latched good. Then after that, I wound up moving into the bedroom and getting some measurements started to frame in that door. As you can see, there was a few snags there that I wasn't expecting, but we're going to continue working on this, and we'll see you on the next one.